All right, hey, fourth through sixth graders. Thanks for checking in. I think there's two of you, Chloe, I see, and Raleigh. Ava is here now. Uh, Thanks for checking in with me. Biggest thing, if you have questions, thanks for checking in. If you don't have any questions and if you already checked in, you guys can head out. I mean, there's nothing. Only thing is, for announcements for me, you'll need your textbooks next week. That'll be the big one. I'm not scanning any documents anymore. It's all textbooks. So, kind of like what fifth and sixth grade, this is nothing new for you guys. It's going to be the same thing as we've done in the past. And then fourth grade, it'll be something new. But and then grades from week one will be up by the end of today. So if you want to log into Power School and see how you did on the first week, you sure can. Corrections, I am not going to be accepting corrections. If you have questions on your grade and you want to raise it up, if you did bad on an assignment, then I'll find something for you to do. But otherwise, I'm not going to have you do corrections. That would be very confusing and very hard to do like we usually do. So again, we won't do corrections, but grades will be up by the end of today. So if you want to take a look on Power School, what you got on week one, you sure can. Gabe, thanks for checking in. Gabri, hello, always a pleasure. Again, if you guys have any questions at all, don't be afraid to ask. Give me the number and the lesson, and I'll help you with that. Otherwise, just make sure I see that you checked in. Make sure you comment to check in, and then I'll write you guys down. Chloe, wish your dad a happy birthday from me. Ava, that's great. Finish your math already. If you're already done with your math, then you can take a picture of it and send it to me if you haven't already. Gabri, I think I gave you a shout out like one of the first videos. I swear I did you and Ava. You were the first call out that I did. Shout out. I might not have shouted out your video, but I shouted out you two. Great idea, Ava. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, I didn't shout out your account. I can do that though. Oh, you want see? So now Ava, you're saying I did, but you want another. Got it. Yep, Percy. Gabe, did I shout you out? Yeah, I shouted you out, Gabe. One of the first videos as well. You sure? I have your name written or taken out already, so I must have. It was one of the earlier videos, Gabe, that I did that. Raleigh, what do you mean? How do you write? Like, how do you say it, or how do you write it in words? Ava, that's a little gory. Words. Okay, so Raleigh, it's how you say it. So that's how you write it in words. So we have 1.61. Okay, so now we say this part first. So how do we say that? That's 1. So 1, and then decimal. That is end. We don't say decimal point. We say end. And then we say this number right here, whatever's to the right of the decimal, we say it out loud. So that's 61. 61, and then whatever place value is listed last. So that's the 1 here. So it'd be 61. So the 6 is in the tenths, the 1 is in the hundredths. And then you can write kilometers, just like that. Emma, thank you for checking in. What kind of dog are you getting, Gabri? Winter, thank you for checking in. Okay, and hopefully that answered your question, Raleigh. But you say the whole number first, then the decimal point, and then the entire all the numbers to the right of the decimal, and then whatever place value is listed last. Cammy, thank you for checking in. Ooh, golden retriever, very cool. Those are good dogs. I don't know what happened to my. There it goes. Those of you who are just tuning in, next week for your, I have a few announcements up on the board. Next week you will need your textbooks. That's the biggest thing because I'm not going to be scanning any more worksheets in. It'll all be from the textbook. So hopefully we all have our textbooks. Jesselyn, thank you for checking in. Remember, if you guys have any questions on any numbers, let me know. I can help you walk you through on how to do it. And then grades for last week will be in. Some of you have not turned in your week 1 materials or your questions or your activity sheets. If you could send me those, that'd be great because right now they'd be going in as 0. Wyatt, thank you for checking in. Aiden, thank you for checking in. Morgan, Dory, thank you for checking in as well. Appreciate it. Again, some announcements are up here on the board. I should write up their announcements so you guys know. Hope that's how you spell announcements. No, it looks right. Yep, not a problem. Morgan or Dory, whoever sent that, or Lydia, if you sent that, not a problem. Thank you for checking in, though. I appreciate it. You're welcome, Raleigh. Thank you for asking a question that you had needed help on. Appreciate it. That's why I'm here. I'll keep going live till around 11:50 noon. I am on my computer. Yep. Yep, I can send a reminder or email the morning of. I guess I can send you one. We just went through an example. Our announcements are up on the board. I don't know who that is. Who's asking me if you missed anything. I'm not sure who that is. Luke, thanks for checking in. I don't know who that is. So and then we went through an example for 4th grade. I think that's supposed to be Caitlin. Jeremy and Caitlin, thanks for checking in. Again, a few announcements if you just joined. A few announcements up on the board. Whenever you guys are done with your assignments, you can scan them in, take a picture of it, send it over email. I did create a new I created a new thread for emails for fourth grade, for fifth grade, and for sixth grade. The reason why I did that was because fifth and sixth grade you were combined into one, and I didn't want to get confused on which assignments were which for each class. So that's why I did that. And you guys don't need to do anything. That's just how I'll a thread for you guys for me to send you announcements and send your assignments there as well. Ava, you can go whenever. If you don't have any questions, thanks for checking in. That goes for everyone. If you've checked in, you don't have any questions, you guys are free to go. Raleigh, thanks for checking in. I'm glad I could answer your question. I don't know what I'm having for lunch. Probably pizza or something easy. Maybe a sandwich. But how about you guys? What are you guys having for lunch? You guys cooking up lunch, or is your parents going to be making you something? Ava, thanks for checking in. Always a pleasure seeing you. Charlie, nice to see you, bud. Maddox, thanks for checking in. Again, there's a few announcements up here on the board. You'll need your textbooks for next week for sure. Nope, nope, not lunchtime for that, Bill. Now, right now, you guys would be in, well, sixth grade would be in English. This would be fourth hour. Luke, thanks for checking in. Jeremy, Caitlin, thank you for checking in. Appreciate it. Cheese pizza. Makes sense. A meal that I recommend you guys trying, and you guys could probably make it on yourself, is grilled peanut butter and jelly. If you've never had it, so good. It's really good. I've had that a couple times over break. It's easy. You just make it like a grilled cheese sandwich. Put butter on both sides of the bread, and then put peanut butter and jelly, and then put it on the stove. Flip it once. Call it good. Water. Just water. It's good, Jesselyn. You gotta try it. And it's easy to make. Really easy. Yes, Gabe, this is math. If anybody had any questions, I'll answer them, but looks like nobody's doesn't have any questions. Emma, thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. It's good. You should try it. Again, if you guys are done with your assignments, don't forget to don't forget to send them in to me. Cami, thank you for checking in. Always a pleasure. Baked beans and hot dogs. Easy enough. That sounds good. Ooh, I should look on. I gotta plug my computer in. It's gonna die. Zoe, thank you for checking in. Thanks, Gabe. I won't tell. I promise. Justin, I don't know what you mean by that. Are banquet meals, Morgan, is that like TV dinners? Bonus ducks. Now I'm giving out bonus bucks, you guys. Sorry. Maybe if we come back, I'll give you all bonus buck because I miss you guys so much. My mom is. Yeah, so I call them TV dinners. I don't call them banquet meals. I call them TV dinners. But okay, I think I know what you're talking about, Morgan. Oh, okay. So you're making the school lunches that they're sending out. I think that's what you mean, Jesselyn. Kellen, thank you for checking in. I have announcements up here. Any of you new joining in, that's what you'll need. You'll need your textbook for next week, and grades should be up for week 1 by the end of today. Got it, Zoe. Oh, okay. I got you, Jesselyn. I got you. Dominic and Kiera, thank you for checking in. I think you guys checked in before the video even started, but thank you for tuning back in. Charlie with his abacuses. Kellen, you'll need your textbook for next week. You all should have your textbook. When you grabbed your stuff, your textbook went home with it. Thanks for tuning in, Morgan and Dory. Have a good weekend yourselves. Stay healthy. Okay. Kellen, I just wanted to make sure that you had it to make sure. But that's something new, Kellen, for you guys in 4th grade. You haven't had to use your textbook for questions yet. But so this will be a little learning experience for you guys. But I'll give you the page number, what problems to do each day, and then you just do those problems from the textbook and just write it on notebook paper instead of having a sheet like this. Instead of having this, you're just going to have a notebook paper in your textbook. That's the only things you'll need. So, Gabe, I think you tuned out already. Thanks for joining. Greta, thank you for checking in. I was getting a little worried why you weren't checked in, but I'm just kidding. Somebody said to send a reminder on when I go live. I'll do that for sure. Gabe, no. Again, if you guys have any questions on any problems you've done, you should honestly be done already, but you should be done with because today's your kind of makeup day if you have any questions. Zoe, thanks for tuning in. I'm not sure what hailstorm is, but Kellen, yeah, if you don't have any questions, and you've seen the announcements, you guys can only thing you need to do is check in and then you can leave. But thanks for checking in. Lots of Rock Band, got it. Thanks, Kellen, for checking in. Hmm. I'm not sure. Yeah, it sounds cool, but I've never heard of him. Dominic and Kier, I think you're saying bye. I think so. Getting some math assignments in. That's awesome, guys. Keep sending them when you're done, so I can put them in a separate folder and keep them organized a little bit. Uh, Having problems with somebody's not being able to comment on the live video. I was gonna say, Justin, if you were outside last night, that's pretty brave of you. Ooh, that's one thing I do not like: hot chocolate. Nope, I'm not a fan. Um. Oh, okay. Yeah, I am not a fan. Charlie, thanks for tuning in, but no, I am not a fan of hot chocolate. I dislike it. Not a fan. Let's go into Well, Jesselyn, I think you would have been really cold last night, especially since we've gotten 8 inches of snow. Egg bake's good. I agree with egg bake. It's just the hot chocolate I'm not a fan of. It's just too chocolatey for me. Also for you guys, next week it'll be again from your textbook, but also IXL will be included next week as well for part of your assignment as well. So just heads up when I send out your cover letter and what you need to do, IXL will be uh, included in that. Did it take a while, Jesselyn, or what? Was it pretty messy? Bristol, thank you for checking in. If you have questions, let me know. Also, announcements up on the board. You'll need your textbook for next week to do your assignments. And also, fourth grades from week 1, the grades should be up. The only ones that's missing is sixth grade. I haven't got to yet. I have to correct lesson 7.4 still, and then I'll enter those in. Well, now it's clean at least, Jesselyn, so that's good. Again, if you guys have questions, don't be afraid to ask. Otherwise, since you guys have checked in, if you have something else going on, you're free to go. So I'm just here to probably till noon to answer any questions. If somebody comes on late, just to be here. So make sure that you guys all have a chance on getting your questions answered. You got a new room yesterday. What do you mean a new room, Bristol? Stand up. I'm getting tired. I need to stand up a little bit. Well, hopefully it was a soft landing, Greta, when you fell out of your bed last night. Jesselyn signing off. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you checking in as well. Always a pleasure. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. So now you get to get the basement. Are you only one in the basement then? Bristol? That's cool. That was what my sister was too when we were growing up. She was the only one in the basement as well. Bye, Jesselyn. Must have been having a crazy dream last night, Greta. Not a lot of people have stuck around today. Usually we're stuck around the 10 people mark. Now we're at the 3. Yeah, you must have been having a crazy dream, Greta. That's the only thing I could think of. Again, if you guys have questions, I just burned on the hot chocolate. That's why you don't eat hot chocolate, Greta. Did I say eat hot chocolate? Drink hot chocolate. Natalie, thanks for tuning in. I think it's Natalie. I don't think your mom's tuning in at all. But Natalie, thanks for checking in. If you have questions, don't be afraid to ask. Announcements are up here. Make sure you read those before you go. If you don't have any questions at all, you just need to check in. Then you can head out if you have other things going on. Otherwise, you can stick around and chat if you want to. There's only 3 of you that are with us right now, so it's kind of limited, or 2 now. Somebody just logged out, but Bristol just logged off. So it's just Natalie and Greta with us right now. So again, if you guys have questions, don't be afraid to ask. But otherwise, thanks for checking in. You guys can head out if you want. I'm going to stick around probably till 11:50 today, just to see if there's any late stragglers, if they have questions. But yep, that's about it. I don't have anything else from you. Greta's going to stay till the stream end. I appreciate that. We might be the only ones partaking in this adventure, but just if it's on paper, just take a picture of it, Natalie, and then send it over email if you can, or take a go in your notes. So if you go to your notes on here, go to notes, and then on the top right, there's I don't know if you have an iPhone, but you can do. Oh, hold on. I'll go to folders. Oh, can't remember how you do it. Oh, so you have to create a new note. So create a new note on the bottom, and then take a picture, scan document, and then you'll have it. Or you can just take a picture on your phone, and then it should work. Hopefully, it's clear enough that I can read it. A few of them last week were pretty not very clear pictures, so it's kind of hard to read. But make do with what you can. So just send a picture, scan it if you can, and then just send it over email. So that's the best way of getting it, since we're not dropping off or picking up anymore. Only 3 from 6th grade is picking up. So iPad should work. Yep, it should be the same thing. So you could take a picture with your iPad and then send it over that. That should work. Yep. If you want to adventure, try. Whoa, almost slipped. If you want an adventure, take it on notes, scan it on notes, and see if you can figure that out. But if you can just take a picture, that's fine. Just wondering if you were, or just in case if you were bored. Building a card house. I used to do that when I was younger with my grandma. Ooh, dominoes. I like playing dominoes. I've never built a house out of dominoes, but I like playing dominoes. That's fun. Again, used to do that with my grandparents. Really? Natalie, you don't like playing dominoes? How'd you sort them, Greta? Dominoes is fun, Natalie. I'm kind of surprised that you don't like dominoes. Holy bucket. Well, at least it took 2 hours, so you got some time that you ate up some time at least. I've been playing a lot of video games lately, so that's what's been taking up my time. Nat, no. Is it because your siblings beat up on you on Domino's, or what's going on? Okay. Categories is fun. Yep. Just received Ava's assignments. That's good. That's the year I was born, Greta. 94. So that's 26 years old. Just boring? What? I'm not buying it. I'm guessing Martin or Rachel beats up on you pretty hard, or Julia. Yep. Nope, that's the year I was born, Greta. It's an old card. It's going to be vintage pretty quick here. Okay, Natalie. Keep telling yourself that. I'm sure. We'll have to have a competition somehow so you can prove yourself instead of just saying that you can. And dominoes isn't really a game of talent. It's more of a game of luck. It depends on what dominoes you get, and I mean, there's a little skill in placing them and when to place them. But now, what's categories again? I think I'm thinking of Pictionary. I'm not thinking of What's categories? Sounds good, Greta. Hopefully, it's in prime condition for Breen 26. It's impressive that you have one. Oh, okay. So like is it like do you get time then, Natalie? Like so if you get a letter and you have to think of words that start with the letter. So if you pick an S, you can say any letters that start with S or any words that start with S, and then are you timed like the most you get in a minute or whatever? That's good. Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever played categories then. Biggest thing is if there's any folds in it, Greta, or if there's uh any fading to the card or anything like that. But that's good that's not ripped. That's good. Or anything. I guess I don't know what anything means, but that's cool. Prime condition. Even cool down, I wouldn't even drink it, Greta. It's not good. Ugh. It's 26 years old. I mean, there's going to be a little fade. Oh, okay. I gotcha, Natalie. I gotcha. So like it's a category, and then you get a letter and you have to come up with like you said, an animal that starts with S. Got it. I think I know what you get. So say you draw the letter S, and the category is animal. So you have to come up with Animals that start with S. And like, yeah, that's the first one that came to mind too. Snail is another one. Uh, so then is it everybody goes at the same time, or Natalie, or is it just one person at a time? And snakes, I don't mind snakes. It's when they pop out of nowhere that they get me. Right, there's more than one category. We're just using that as an example, but yeah. Everyone at the same time. Got it. Again, I see there's two other people. They haven't commented, but if you do have questions, email me, and I can go through them during this live session. If you can't get on the comments, Eve wasn't able to get on here, so if you have questions, email me and I can walk through it with you on live. Otherwise, there's announcements up here. You'll need your textbook for next week. You write it down. So you write down all your what you come up with. Okay. And I don't touch them. I don't mess with them. If anything with snakes, I kill them. If there's a shovel around, then I go for them. Then I'll take care of them. But all right, bye, Natalie. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having the categories conversation with us. Again, I think there's three other people that if you haven't commented yet, make sure you comment so I know you've checked in. If you can't comment for some reason, go ahead and just email me directly that you were on the that you were watching the live video. And then if you have any questions, let me know. Again, there's announcements up here. You'll just need your textbooks for next week. That's the big one. So, and I'll write that in your email for next week with the assignments. And I know they have feelings, Greta, but I don't see a reason to have snakes around. So only reason why would be if they are eating mice, they're just a nuisance to me. I just don't like them, I guess. But run out of things to talk about. Went from Pokemon to categories to snakes. Your own snake hook? What do you mean by snake hook? Looking it up right now. Oh, okay. I got it. Yep. It's a hook that picks up the snakes. Or catch snakes. Yep, okay. What'd you make it out of? Very true. And just stick. Okay. Yes, very much a lot safer. I don't know, like snakes around here, they'll still do they I don't even know if garter snakes have teeth. But if they do, rather use a stick instead of getting bit by something. I agree. Or a snake hook. You've gotten what before? I don't know what strict strike. I don't know if that's a word. Striked, maybe? You've been striked before. Strike. Got it. You got to time it, or you gotta. There's a uh, there's a show on History Channel called Swamp People, and now like they do alligators, so they hunt alligators, and now they're hunting. They have reptile swamp people reptile infestation or something like invasions, reptile invasion. And they're hunting pythons down in Florida. Pythons are big snakes down in Florida that have been taking over the wetlands, and it's pretty cool. And they like hold up one hand in front of the snake, and then they come behind them and grab them behind their head. They do a good job. It's cool. I mean, there's some big snakes out there too, but usually what the bigger ones are let go by people. So that's the unfortunate part. They used to be pets, and then they get too big to have in their household. So then they are huge. They get big. Like the boa constrictors, they get huge. It's ridiculous. They found one boa constrictor that was massive, and they knew that it was a pet because they were able to pick it up and haul it away, and it didn't do anything. So it was used to being around people. And again, they just get too big for people to handle, and then they just let them go in the wild, and then they can wreck the ecosystem by doing that. So, but it's a cool show. I mean, it gets old after a while because it's the same thing over and over, but it's still pretty cool. Yeah. Did you hear it rattle? Is that how you figured out that it was by you, or how'd you did you just see it? Yeah, that's something I hope I never encounter, is a encounter with a rattlesnake. I'm not a Nope, I'm good. In Medora, I'm always like, we go out there a lot during the summer, and that's one thing I always worry about, is running into a rattlesnake. Hopefully you didn't, Greta, actually, but all right, Greta. It's well, and I don't know if this other person watching is me or if it's somebody else that's watching, but it's 11:50, and since there's only two other people, I think I'm gonna. I don't blame you at all, Greta, for saying a naughty word when it came to a rattlesnake, but make sure it doesn't happen again. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, Greta, and whoever else is watching. I don't know if it's me or somebody else, but uh, I'll go live again on Wednesday, and then you will be hearing from me to get your new assignments for next week. So hope to see you soon, Greta, and whoever else is watching out there. All right. Peace out. See you later.